Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, I'm going to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Chakodash. A double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and who well taught us this truth. Shalom to the elect, 144,000, pushing this truth in all sincerity in the four quarters of the earth. Lord willing, we be of that number. I'm your brother Tabari Yaquana, and my brother Yaiquab. Priest Yaiquab. And just getting into, the spirit's been heavy on the times to come concerning, the dynamic between these women and men, but more specifically, between the women and the men of the Lord, which are real men, which are real men, man. All right, those who sigh and cry for the abominations thereof, in this queendom that we live in, America, Babylon the Great. All right. So without further ado, do you want to go into Isaiah?
Yeah, I got you. I got the scripture for you.
Yeah, just real short and sweet because we all know the scripture Isaiah 4:1, and we'll get that, Lord willing.
This is Isaiah. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 12. It says, "I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir."
Yeah, more precious than fine gold, more precious than fine gold. Not just regular gold, because you can dig up gold and it can have all kinds of impurities in it, but more precious than fine gold, So that's just how, and that's talking about the elect, man. That's not talking about just no regular dude out here in the world. That's talking about those that serve the Lord in truth and sincerity. Again, Lord willing, we be of that number, man. We are called. We are not yet chosen, man. So we endure hardship as good soldiers, as the scriptures say. This is we always say that this is a marathon. This is not a sprint, man. So we wait patiently on the Lord, man.
Yeah. The Lord is the one that's going to exalt us. Even now, everything is in the hands of the Lord. But the Lord is the one that's going to be able to, He's the one, that's going to make us precious. And a part of us being precious is the refinement period that we're experiencing right now. All right? The refinement period that we're experiencing, is what it is purifying us to be that fine gold, to be worthy, to not only bear his testimony, but also eat the fruit of his prophecy, which is Isaiah the 4th chapter and the 1st verse. When you go to, I'm gonna get a quick precept for you, actually. I'm gonna prove that through the Bible.
Can I get that Isaiah 4:1 real quick?
Go ahead.
There's Isaiah 4:1, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, "We will eat our own bread." 7 women goes into a perfect number, so it's not just, it could be 7, it could be 70, it could be 2, it could be just 1. It says, "We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach." So these women are going to be able to, they're going to be willing to give up resources to be attached to a man of the Lord, to take away their reproach, meaning to as the scriptures speak about how women shall be saved in childbearing, right? So, just to be attached to a man of the Lord can get a woman saved, can take away their sinful type nature, man. The scriptures speak about how through the woman we all die.
They're going to see prophecies coming to pass.
Right.
They're going to see prophecies coming to pass and they're going to see that we were the ones who were professing the prophecies, and we're going to be a light. The scripture says wisdom causeth a man's face to shine. You know?
Yeah, we're going to be a whole different countenance on the
Right.
men of the Lord.
It's going to be a different countenance on the man of the Lord. All right, you got a lot of women in the background, you know, that's preparing themselves. Even right now, a lot of women, you got a lot of Israelite sisters, all right, they haven't been brought to the forefront yet, but because they're not ready.
Right.
Like the Lord got to work with them. He got to clean them up, because if they don't come correct, that's a wrap for them.
Yeah.
And also, if a woman is a hindrance into the ministry, see, this is talking about wearing our own. This means these women are going to be, they're going to add. They're
Right.
not going to take away.
Yeah. A woman is possession.
It's a possession. So they're going to be actually fulfilling the lot of a woman instead of just me,
Yeah.
They're not going to have that mindset. Like these women that we deal with now, they're in a mentality of, they're very selfish. They're self-oriented.
Yeah.
You know,
Self-serving.
They're self-serving. Like we want to help our women. We want to, make our women happy, and to be a servant. In essence, we want to be a servant to our woman, because he that is greatest amongst you, let him be your servant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's the spirit of man, especially the man of the Lord. But with the women, they don't have that mentality, because they're of a very primitive, animalistic mentality. It's like me. And ultimately, those who continue to have that mentality, they're not going to be saved. You know?
Yeah, she's the weaker vessel. She's been tempted by Satan, ultimately, which is the god of this world is Satan, by way of, his physical counterpart, which is Esau Edom. And then this devil, so-called white man, has inundated our women with all kinds of trinkets and favor in America, Babylon the Great, through government assistance and so forth and so on.
Yeah, shiny things.
Shiny things. He dangled something shiny in front of Eve, and she went for it, just like she went for it in the garden.
And that's gonna cost a lot of women their salvation. What a lot of these women don't understand, the Lord is not gonna save them.
Yeah.
Because they thought it was something light when it was heavy.
Yeah.
And so they tried to lift, and they weren't able to bear. Because they didn't brace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The scriptures say a woman shall be how does it say, a woman shall become a head over a man, compass a man.
Yeah, compass a man.
Yeah, that's prophecy. So this is a real deal. That even these proud ass women is a part of prophecy. It's a part of prophecy. There's a woman compassing a man.
And that's Esau. That's the image of the beast allowing that.
Yep.
And you women think, oh yeah, it's like, oh my God, this is Satan. You fucking idiot. You're
Yeah.
gonna lose.
Yep.
This is only for a moment. You about to lose. He about to it's gonna backfire. Because he wants the women without a protection.
Yeah. She's the weaker vessel.
Yeah.
She's easy for it to take in.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, I can devour the children. I can use the woman to come up against the man. But these women, they don't care. They just like, okay, I guess I gotta die. Yeah, you do gotta die. You're right. You do gotta die.
Yeah.
But the elect women, they're going to come out of that mind frame, and they're going to put on a different mindset, a refreshed, clean mindset after the manner of the Lord, which is a mindset of servitude, a mindset of a servant, obedient servant. Go ahead.
There's a scripture. There's a divine order that the scriptures speak on.
Yep.
Just roughly paraphrasing, you have the Most High. Then you have His only begotten Son. The Most High Yahweh. His name is Yahweh. He exists. Then you got His only begotten Son, which is Mashiach, or the Anointed, which is Yahweh Shai, which means He is salvation, or He is the deliverer. Then you have the elect, 144,000 men, and then you got the women and the children. After that, in that order.
Well, let me get the scripture for you on that.
The water. So how we look to Yahweh Shai as our, scripture speak about how Israel is likened unto a woman, starting with the elect, when we're making our garments clean, white raiment, trying to purify ourselves for our bridegroom, who's Yahweh Shai. The woman's
the same thing for us.
That's it.
They thinking, I don't know. They just they might as well be smoking crack because you're just in fantasy. 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 3, it says, "But I would have you know that the head of every man." Remember, every high got to come down.
Yeah.
You can be puffing up and beating yourself on the chest. You high, nigga. You're high.
Right.
You're a drug addict off of your own vanity and lust.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 3, it says, "But I would have you know."
Sha'ar.
Yep, that's that 11. That yeast.
Mm-hmm.
That's why a lot of them got candida infections. Am I lying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't got no air, no breath. Them pants. I see. Yeah, I told you the pants. Sister in 1942 was it? No, but real talk, they do have a point.
Yeah.
Women wearing, we don't be talking, but we more so be talking about prophecy.
Yeah.
But woman, you